Ashutosh Srivastava, you just heard Pramita, and that's what a group of people, all the petitions in the case in the Supreme Court, they're also echoing the same emotion, saying that they're not asking for anything special, but just a basic right. And we've seen several countries have legalized same-sex marriages. So is it not the time for India as well, with the Chief Justice of India also recognizing that the concept is not limited to that of the definition that we usually assume?
See, earlier the Supreme Court had already clarified when it made amendments under Section 376 of the Indian Penal Code, where the physical relationship between the same sex has been recognized in our country. But when we talk about marriage, that is something different. Now, see, even today, in some of the, even in Hindu Marriage Act, for instance, there is restriction, between the two members of a restricted family relationship. Because if there is a close blood relations, even between a woman and a man, the marriage is not recognized. So now we are talking about same-sex marriage. So that will bring a lot of other legal issues also. Even the devolution of the property. Now we are talking about the male and female version of it. So how it is to be devolved under so many personal laws related to religion also. We have Hindu
But
Marriage
Mr.
Act,
Srivastava, that's entirely different, isn't it? Changing the law when it comes to people who are related getting married, and that, of course, being different from same-sex marriages. And even as the petitioners in this case have pointed out, that in the Special Marriages Act, if you just change it from a man and a woman to the concept of a spouse, and that makes it gender neutral, doesn't it?
No. See, if we do that again, there will be so much amendments which will be required in different other laws as well. And see, it is a society, it is a country to decide. It is just not that a portion of a population who is in favor. It doesn't mean the entire population will be in favor. And I think that is the government rightly saying that it is something to be represented in the parliament, because all the member of parliament who have been elected by the majority of people, they should decide by discussing whether such law should be made or not made, whether that kind of a law should be introduced or not. I think there should be a proper discussion, and the public opinion and view should be taken, because it is something which will change the entire notion towards the marriage in our country, and it will influence the culture and everything. So I think it can be decided as by the majority of people of this country, and that is only possible when it is discussed properly in the parliament. So it should be left to the parliament to decide, because all the MPs have been elected by the population, and they should be given this opportunity to decide. Right. And thereafter, I think it can be further heard, depending on to what kind of a decision the majority of MPs in parliament, they come, and then the bill is introduced, or after discussion they decide as to what kind of rules or regulations, whether they are really required to be made or not. Because we have seen in also the scientific research that parents of opposite sex are have been considered better for the upbringing of the children.
Right. Let me, Paramita, let me